Welcome back to Risk Talk, episode 16 with Siobhan and Siobhan. Today we have our lovely guests, Fatima and Kim. Welcome, ladies.
My name is Kim.
I mean,
the liquor must be kicking in already.
we have my mind just threw off that quick.
All right, my name is Kay.
I know your name, Karen.
Kay Millie.
So welcome to Risk Talk with Siobhan and Siobhan. We have our friends today, our lovely guests, Kay, Millie, Karen, and we have Fatima, Miss Fabulous.
To you.
To you. That's what it says.
That's
the whole to you. That's
yes.
You know, I never realized that.
Yes, episode 16.
I always get Miss Fabulous. That's all I remember.
To you.
To you. Don't forget
Right.
that to you.
I like that. I really do. That's what's up. So yes, we are cooking out today. So we had to force our friends to come on because they didn't want to come on,
Especially me.
especially Fatima.
Taking me out of my comfort
And we
zone.
got Kim in the background who's making the sangria. So after we finish taping, we can get a little drunk. So today was just something cool out. You know, we're going to go in the backyard after this. But we wanted to have an episode with our friends, our sandbox friends, well, our family is what we call them.
That's right. Over
We're
25
all family
years.
here. Yes. Yeah.
That's a long time.
I'm
That's
young
a
though.
long
How many
Since
years?
first grade.
Over 25?
Well, me and
Our
Siobhan
kids
since
is
first
25.
grade.
So
Yeah.
we met when we were like, how many months pregnant?
17, 16?
Yeah, we were pregnant together.
So how many years is for us?
So for us, it's over 30 years.
Yeah.
Me and Karen. We were 6.
First
so that's
grade.
30. That's 30.
Wow.
I'm still at.
let's not
I'm
tell our
still
age,
at
though.
30.
Wait,
like that.
They don't want to go half, but they can't even count.
No. I don't.
Right.
You don't want to say our age.
Right.
right.
Siobhan
Over 30
embraces her
years.
age.
I love my age.
Me
embraces
too.
it.
I embrace
on
mine
the show
too.
all the time.
I don't embrace it.
Why not?
Because I just don't like
Girl, listen. You aging, you
Kim
living.
don't bust your ass. I ain't got no insurance.
I'd be like, that's it.
Sometimes I forget because I
You
don't
do?
tell people my age. Sometimes I'll be like, let me think.
I be forgetting how old you are too. Though.
Yeah. Because
ain't
I don't
gonna
never
lie. Yeah.
talk about my age.
We never like celebrated like Karen's. It's just
Right. I never
Karen's
really like
birthday.
birthdays.
milestone.
No. I'm good.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, so we gathered here today because based on our last episode, we talked. Siobhan asked me this crazy question at the end of the episode about would I deal with someone who makes less than me? And I told her no, because it would be difficult on a man's perspective as well. And also, I mean, it depends. Like if we're in a relationship already and my husband or my boyfriend loses his job, then that's different. Then I'm going to hold the fork down. But it's hard for a man to be in that position and be out of work and being in a household with his woman makes more than him. So I post that clip and we got so much rap for it.
A lot
Because
of
they didn't really watch it. And I even put the caption on there like, you know, this wouldn't work because of a man's ego, blah, blah,
Right.
blah. And they was still, well, no, it's okay for a woman to make more than a man. And I'm like, but really? All right, this is going
Well,
left.
it is
what they said was that
okay.
they
Right.
would date someone who makes less than them. And in the interim, a guy, I can't remember his Instagram, said,
Yeah, I can't remember.
this
We ain't
is
gonna
why
give
you
no
guys are
clout.
single now.
Well, it is okay to date somebody
Single
that
by
makes
choice.
more or less, but it's
Right.
not okay to do the split like you were talking about.
Oh, yeah, the
I
split.
don't have to. For instance, if I'm meeting you for the first time and we're going on dates, whatever the case may be, and you state your income by choice, in the back of my mind, I don't have to agree with you. That's my choice.
Right.
You mean
Right.
you don't have to date them?
Absolutely.
I can date them, but it just wouldn't work out because
Yeah.
I know what I make and what you make.
Right.
We're not, it has to make sense for me.
Right.
I'm not saying the figure amount. I'm not stating that you have to make X, Y, and Z in order for me to date you. I'm just saying whatever you do make, it has to make sense for me
And your
to
lifestyle.
date you.
Yeah.
Right.
So whatever that income range may be comfortable with me, it has to work for me. So I'm not going to sit there and say you have to make $1 million or you have to make
Right.
275,000. Although I would like those figures, but you have to ask yourself, fuck you got? You got
Right.
$275,000. You got $1 million. Can you bring that to the table? So it just has to make sense for me.
And
he didn't get that.
No, he didn't.
Okay.
And it depends on the overhead. If you think
Right.
about it, if your overhead is
So y'all putting him on blast? Who's the
I
name?
can't think of.
Siobhan put him on blast.
I
She
thought
said, I
I
will
knew
block
him.
you, even if you
Yeah,
are my
I did
friend.
blast him on Instagram.
What's his Instagram?
It was
Look.
Look.
it was Jab
Don't worry.
Jab something Jimmy.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea.
That's
think
why
that's
y'all
what it-
single now.
Yeah.
But who
But
said
he-
y'all was single though?
Right.
He must pay attention to the episodes.
Right. Oh, he knows that y'all single.
What's wrong with being single?
Oh, that's another talk. That's
You know what I mean?
People, huh?
Oh, no, I was just saying, didn't y'all mention being single?
Yes. Several episodes.
Yeah, we did.
One through thousands.
1 through 2.
Well, Siobhan don't never really admit to
Oh, I don't
single or
admit
no
to it,
side. Siobhan does
A lot.
vocally
Yeah, you
say
do.
you're single, but she kind of be in between the lines of it's unclear.
Right. I'm always.
She's undecided.
To be
I'm
determined.
undecided.
to be single or
Well,
not to be.
That's
you're
the
not
question.
married, so you're single,
That's
right?
how I look at it.
Yeah,
Dating,
Dating,
having a good
right,
time.
yeah.
Or
That's true.
It is
dealing
what
with
it
someone,
is.
Right. If
I'm
you-
single until
Something
married.
to do when there's
Right.
nothing to
Okay.
do.
I don't
You know,
want to
our
do that no
line.
more. I don't like
Oh.
that. I did that.
Yeah, that don't
Okay.
work.
Oh, no.
I did the something to do when there's nothing to do,
Okay.
and I had to let that go. I don't like that
Okay.
anymore.
Because you waste
Okay.
time.
You are wasting time.
Think about it.
I don't like
I
sitting
mean,
in front of
well,
anybody that's
It depends
my
on what you
time.
want.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
So, in other words, you killing time.
In the meantime.
In between time.
Meantime.
Well, I mean, it depends on what you want. If you want a relationship, then yeah, you killing
Should,
time.
right.
Yeah.
But if you just want to be single,
Have a
date, have a
companion.
good time, I don't
then
think
it's
you're
not a waste
wasting
of
time.
time.
I don't think it's a waste of
Yeah.
time because you're enjoying yourself now. If you're not
Okay.
enjoying yourself, then you're
That's
wasting
the
your time.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That's how I feel.
I don't know.
Okay, so talk
But-
about your
Yeah.
split thing. What's
Yeah,
that about?
so back to the split thing. So yeah, there was a lot of comments under the video stating that it's all right for the woman to make more, and then there were people that were saying, oh, you know, we splitting the bills anyway. Like, so how do y'all feel about the 50-50 on the bills with your mate?
I like the 60-40.
You like this? Is there such thing as 60-40? Yeah.
Well, you know, if like you have your money, he have his money, but
Mm-hmm.
then you have a joint account that you guys can put into.
Okay.
And then whatever vacations, food, and things for the house, that's just what it is for.
Right.
So that's durable.
60-40. I never thought about that. But
60-40. But because you're going to pay for something. And
Right,
Of
you know,
course.
it's true.
I don't, the mortgage can be out of that, but, you know, food.
But I think putting a percent on it, like the 50-50, you're a roommate to me. So I feel
agree.
like,
Yeah.
okay.
But
so
it
I
depends on what you're doing. You know, when you take.
But
when
I
you
feel
say-
like you could decide on what you're going to pay, what I'm going to pay, you know.
But it's still going to be a equal share in whatever.
Y'all
not
continue to-
financially.
Y'all continue to talk.
It doesn't have to be financial.
It's cold red in the kitchen.
So like when you say I take care of you, you take care of me. I didn't say how I was going to take care of you. I'm just saying I'm going to take care of you. You're
That's
going to
right.
take care of me. That is a 50-50 share in that sense, but it's not a financial 50-50. And a lot of people get mixed up with that and they say, oh, I want 50-50, meaning financially. You put this amount in and I put this amount in. That's to me is roommating.
Right.
Like,
Splitting
that-
down the
yeah, splitting
middle.
down, everything split
exactly.
down. No. Because I feel
Listen.
like somebody's always going to be doing more
Of course.
at some point.
Absolutely.
Which
But
I
it's
think
all-
a man should, but you know,
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I was
But
raised.
when you say taking care of, I mean, that 50-50 of taking care of could be in any kind of way. It could be, you know, me cooking and cleaning and taking care of the home and contributing in the way that I know as a woman. But that's my percentage.
Right.
Whatever my percentage of as a woman.
right.
And then him as a man taking care of the home and, you know,
Being a
making
provider.
sure, being a provider.
Right.
That's his percentage of whatever. So
Absolutely.
it doesn't have to be equally as in a dollar and cents, but it could be equally as in we love each other equally and we
Right.
pour
We
into
doing
this
pour
equally.
into it together. Exactly.
Yeah.
But the
Absolutely.
average working class
But and I do agree
Half.
that some
to really split these bills. because
Some do though. Some
Yeah.
do.
Depending
And it really
too with
is
kids, if kids is involved and all that. So you know you
Let
gotta.
me tell you something. It really
have more
depends on the
expenses.
couple, because if you guys are working towards a goal, it's gonna come naturally to go ahead and we're gonna do this together 50-50. And sometimes what I hear people do is, hey, you hold on to your check and we just pay all the bills with this one check, but we're saving this one check.
True.
And we're building
Whatever
for
works for
something.
you,
Whatever
you know.
works for you. I just don't agree with that. You make $100,000 and I make 50,000, and you still want us to go half. Because I know a person, and this is a true story. This guy made over 100,000, and the girl made. She was like maybe half of what he made, but he still wanted her to pay half of the rent. And that's not fair, because her half of that rent, that's 3,000. That's a lot.
That's
to
her check.
Right. That's a
Right.
basically her.
And I was telling her, I said, no, it can't be like that. You can't go half with him, because you don't make what he make.
Right.
So you have to do a percentage. Like, that's why I said the 60-40, because 40 of whatever you make, 60 of whatever he make. I mean, or if you do 50, it's 50 whatever you make, and 50 of what he makes. So that's a different number.
Right.
But he was like, no, he split down the middle. I said, you can't afford it. You can't afford to be with him, so you don't need to be with him.
Exactly.
So some men feel like it shouldn't matter how much I make or how much you make. This is how much the rent is, so we need to go half on it. No, you can't do that. That's not.
When you're
makes
in a
sense.
relationship, you have to make this discussion before you actually take the next step.
Yes.
Financially, what can we afford together as a
Right.
whole? Because if you step out and you leave, or if you deceased, whatever happens to you, I need to be able to afford to take over that bill.
Absolutely.
And if I can't afford to do it
absolutely.
on my own, then this is not a place for us to live together.
Right.
I don't care if we going half on everything. If I can't do it by myself, then I can't afford to live here.
Now, see, I don't always agree with that, because you can meet, and then at times you could meet somebody that makes more that you would never make as much as them. So I mean, and he's not gonna downscale for you.
But
If you are now in a $500,000 house, of course you can't afford it. But he's not going to try to go into a $600 apartment because you could afford it.
But let me tell you something.
So you would have to, like Drake said, take her back to the streets. You got to figure it out.
But let me tell you something.
When the shit is over,
if that was the
pack it up.
if that was the
You got to
right.
go back to
but
the
if that
streets.
was the situation, I would
Throw
know
her
my
back to
place.
the
But you're not going to throw away the
But you-
man.
but
I'm a
know what
guest.
it is?
I'm a guest here. Because I don't belong here really. And
But Siobhan,
That's the strong black woman.
I'm a guest.
No, because
so then what happens if he want to marry you? Then what you going to do?
Then I'm no longer a guest. Now,
Why you a guest
Listen.
in your own home?
$500,000. I know I can't afford this.
Yeah, but then you
Okay.
should don't.
So what you should be doing is saving all your money.
Exactly. That's
So
what
then
I'm
when
doing.
he kick you back to the streets, you have a nice house.
But you're right.
Okay,
So
did
then
you,
it's
Right,
wrong.
don't move
But
in the
this- I
house
was
about
unless
to
you're
say that.
married.
Did you mutually agree to move into that house?
No,
'Cause
we
if
were
you
just, she just hypothetically speaking. We just
No.
I'm
I'm moving in
hypothetically,
the house.
I'm
Like,
hypothetically
I'm moving in the
speaking as
house.
well.
But if he,
So if you
I'm
agree
living
to,
in the
I'm living in the
Right.
house.
Yes. So
I don't know about
this
this
is
is the future for
he
us.
took me
You know
out of
what's
my
wrong with you
He took
guys?
me out of what I thought was comfortable and put me in darling.
You deserve that.
Right.
But see, that's
So
the contradiction.
fine.
That's the contradiction of a woman, though, because you guys always saying a man's supposed to provide. But when he provide, you say, "Oh well, I can't afford it, so then I'm going not
But see,
going to
because
do
you
that."
know why?
But I'm not
Because
saying solely
because
provide,
of
but
what
I
I
mean,
said to you
But you may
was-
not be
because
able to
women-
afford what he can afford.
You right.
No
but
one
what I
hears
said to
you.
you
Don't-
was
Sorry, go
Don't
ahead.
speak low.
was
We need a little bell.
if I know
Hi,
that
I'm not a little.
if
Need a
I
little
am
bell.
A
introduced to
little
that type
bell.
of lifestyle, and mentally because I am a very strong, independent woman, and I know what I can handle,
That's
what
the
I can't
key.
handle.
This is
when
what
I
I
go
was trying to
into
get at, but y'all wouldn't
your
let me talk.
situation, meaning this will be new to me. So in my mind, it's just like I'm a guest until further notice.
No, we can't
No.
operate like that. And the reason why we cannot operate like that, because I feel personally, if that's given to you, yes, I'm gonna live in it.
I'm gonna embrace it.
I'm gonna
Right.
embrace it, whether I can't afford it or not. I deserve it. Again,
Right.
we're the prize.
mean,
I
we're
think
in a
we
relationship,
forget that
yes.
we the prize. We're too stuck and hold on this strong black woman. If I can't do
Oh,
it,
I'm
then
not
I'm
strong.
not going. I know, but wait, hold on. If I can't do it, I'm not going to do it. No. This is why I wanted to bring this up, because this lead to us kind of leaning towards our femininity. You know,
Right.
we lean towards the masculinity so much that that's not our role. It's
Right.
not our role
I
to
mean,
be.
especially when you keep talking about a man's supposed to be a provider. So if he's supposed to be a
Yeah, that's his
provider,
job.
that means he provides the house.
He
You
provides
provide
that.
the home.
Right.
So
right.
at any
you
given
turn it into a
time,
home.
so at any given time, you should be able to make it a home. If he provides the house, you make a home. If he provides the sperm, you make a child. If he provides,
Exactly.
the list keep going on. If he provides the food, you make a meal. It's not the other way around. It's not I visit you and I'm a guest.
Right.
It's I am your whole world. I am what makes things
Right.
flow. So you can have a house, but if you don't have a woman, you don't have a home.
No,
Exactly.
you don't.
So
At all.
that's my role. And it's okay. I'm just saying that if you meet a type of guy that could afford something, he's never going to dumb down to meet your needs. You will have to live there. And the smart thing to do will still work, still take care of yourself, still save. That if something should happen, you don't end up married, you don't end up with the man, that you could go out
You
and buy
could
your
afford
house
to
or
live
a
on your
condo or
own.
whatever. So in retrospect, he still helped you out.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
So you're not a guest. You
You're
living
not.
your life
Right.
with the provider. And you
that's-
the homemaker.
Right.
And there you go.
But see, that's the thing is, because if you go back to the book of
Be
Genesis,
strong, single by yourself. When you get a man, that should release. That's
Right.
the problem. You could be strong, you could be beautiful, you could be bold, you could take care of yourself. But after that, if you get a man, that role should kind of like change into
Yeah.
something else.
Right.
That's
he
all.
takes it.
Yeah.
He takes it. But again,
Oh,
back-
we take it. It's not
right.
just all.
But what I
you
was
know.
trying to point at the book of Genesis, and I hate to go back. I
Oh,
know
we
I'm
going to the
sorry.
Bible?
No, we have to, because I think that's where it starts. Because when you think when God made Adam, he made him, his dominance was to work, right? If you think back, it was his job was to work.
Yeah.
And when he said, "Okay, I'm gonna provide you Eve,"
He provided the apple.
right? Eve, her job was more relationship persona, right? Because if you think about it, think about a man who loses their job, right? And he's in a relationship, and they're more stressed out than a woman. We can apply for a job. We have the
Right.
more opportunity to get another job more quicker than a male, right? So if he loses his job, he's still trying to figure out in the world where he fits in. Like, all right, if this don't work, I got to figure out what else to do, because the pressure on them is as heightened.
And let's be
because
clear,
they
right.
have to provide.
Right.
And
Yeah.
let's be clear, we're talking about black men.
Yes,
Because this
exactly.
is not
Black men.
Let's just
Right.
emphasize on that,
Right.
because
Clear.
it's
I'm
not
talking
all
about
of it.
black
Yeah,
men,
yeah.
right? So, and if you think about it as a woman, you know, when we go through a bad relationship and the relationship is over, and you know we go through a breakup, we go. I wouldn't say we all go through a depression stage, but we're sad,
Right.
right? So that's why I wanted to bring up the masculinity and the femininity, because it's a huge, people just bypass it. Oh, you just masculine. No, we have to stop leaning towards it and stop saying, oh, strong black woman. No, it's okay. We could pass the baton.
Exactly.
We don't have
I
to
don't
do
wanna be
everything.
strong all the
Well,
time.
the thing is, men and women have both femininity and masculinity.
They do.
Some men lean too much on their femininity too, and it
Right.
doesn't work.
It
And then
doesn't.
some women lean too much on their masculinity. But you have to create an equal balance. But you have to know what it means for you at certain spectrums of your life. So you get a man, some things change. Maybe in business, you might need to be more masculine than feminine. And maybe, you know, dealing with certain people, you may need to exert more
Right.
of that. So it just really depends.
No,
And
it's true.
I just want to go back to Eve, Adam. So Eve is the producer.
Right.
Right. So that's what she does. She didn't work. She
Produce.
made all of you.
Right.
So that's what you know,
Yeah.
that's what the
No,
woman
it's
is here
very
for.
important,
We
but-
weren't meant to work.
No.
That wasn't our thing.
But if you think about
We
it,
made it a
too,
thing. We wanted equal rights.
I don't think
Right.
we did. Our parents did.
And our equal rights is kicking us in the ass.
Our parents made it a thing. The baby
You
boomers.
know?
Right.
If you think about it, during their era, all they were trying to fit in and figure out like who they are, the strong woman and whatever. Or you had some women during that time that their goal was to find a man, and he's the provider. He brings the food
Like
and
my
blah blah
mama.
blah. Right. So
My
think
mother.
about it. These are the women that
Didn't
are
have to
raising
work.
us, right? And then, there's some hiccups because no relationship is perfect. In that relationship, mommy would have said, tell your daughter, be this independent. Don't wait for a man to do something. Think about it. When we were growing up, that's what we were told. You have to go to school. You got to
Yes.
finish this. You got to get the job.
Well, you know how all that started, though, right? All this started back in the 50s when there was
That's
no
baby
place.
boomer era.
There was no place for women who weren't married. You had to go back home, live at home with your mom, or you were a maid in someone's home because you didn't get married. You stayed, and that was what it. There was no place for a single woman in the 50s, and then you get displaced because you couldn't get jobs. There wasn't no jobs for women because women didn't work.
Right.
You wasn't even allowed to go to college or school, get education. Your sole purpose was to be at home. So if you didn't, so you think in the 50s every woman got married? No, every woman didn't get married.
Nope.
So there was no place for you. So then that turns us like, oh, why should we have to wait to have this or that? That's why we needed the equal rights, because a lot of women were displaced. People forget that tidbit in history.
Yeah.
And that's the
true.
reason why women's like, no more, why we have to depend, or why we have to stick with a man that is abusive, because if we don't, we'll be out on the street.
With our
Because
kids.
no one is going to take us in their home. Everyone is married. Our parents is not going to do that if we still had our parents still alive. So you were like forced to stay in relationships that didn't work for you,
didn't work.
or because you
Absolutely.
had no other way of doing things. So then this is just a little history.
No, it
lesson.
starts from there.
Yeah, it starts
from there.
But it also kicks us in the butt too, because now we're dealing with this where we took the baton and now we're just like, we did a dash 100 meters.
Right.
I'm like, hold up, like, let's pull this back a little bit, because bitch, I'm not trying to run. I'm trying to like, do a little speed walk. But we done went.
We did. And
Yeah.
we surpassed our men.
Yes.
Where they have
feel like they don't need us.
Some people have that. Men
No.
have the expectations
They
that
don't
you
even
should
know
be
where they
working.
fit in with us. That's
Some.
some.
Yeah.
Especially a mask.
And some have the expectations that if I should have the mentality that if I should lose my job, I need to know that my girl can hold it down, right? That's some mentality. I've been hearing that. But
I don't see anything wrong with that.
I don't think
Because
you should be
it's
thinking that way.
Yeah, it shouldn't even right.
Because
It's a
if you were single,
what you gonna do?
you would still have to figure it out.
Right.
Just like if I was single, I would still have to figure it out.
It just makes it more easier, and it gives you a
Yes.
little like, if you know you had the help.
Well, let's put it like this. If I was rich, I wouldn't care if he made less, whatever. I'll date. If I was rich, I wouldn't care if he made 50,000, if he was a good man.
Right.
Go ahead. Do whatever. That don't matter. I'm rich. I'm going to be Oprah and Stedman. But I'm going to get what I want. I'm not going to have no bum, no crazy looking man.
Right.
You gonna pick him out in the crowd? You be like, you.
Yeah, you cute.
Like you said, if he's
I
a
won't
good man.
Yeah, if he's a good man.
Right.
We're going to have some cute little babies. You're a good man. You're going to take care of whatever I need you to take care of. I work. I make money. I don't have a problem with that. But I'm also realistic, too, that if I'm making good money, you making good money, we could take care of
have
each
a
other
right.
in different ways. But
Right.
but if I'm rich, I wouldn't care at that point. I'm going to do what the hell I want to do.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Girls still feel like, some women still feel like if I'm rich, then no, I'm not going to, he got to be rich too. No, he ain't got to be
You don't
rich.
necessarily.
Right.
Yeah.
He could be average Joe, good looking guy, taking care of it.
Long as you
and let me
clean.
know what that mouth do, and then we good. No, that's a little
More
joke
than
about-
the mouth.
No,
That's
no.
What's between them legs? Daddy long
Hey,
leg.
Master, I was ready to go in the room, Master.
It's definitely important for him to be a good father too.
No.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm not really hung up on money.
Listen, like I said, I'm willing to date someone making less than me. But it has to make sense because two
has to make
incomes is
Yeah,
a
it
hell of a lot
definitely
better
Yeah.
than one.
Then one.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not stressing about money. So I won't be finding anyone that I need to
So-
be stressed about money.
But it just has to make sense for me.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not sitting there like, hello, can I take your order? I love this nigga.
And let me just emphasize,
Well,
I'm not trying to be a provider. I just
Right.
said if I was rich, I'm not rich.
Right.
So you guys don't be in my DMs talking about, Can you take it? No. Now it may be a different story if I was a millionaire.
I would just want to live
Well,
with my mate. That's it. No worries.
okay.
I want to be able to live like I live now.
I don't want finance to be an issue for me.
There you go.
Right.
Yeah, that's all.
Money
You want
is
to be
the
able to
big
just take
problem
care of the
within
bills,
a
take care of
relationship.
whatever you gotta
Exactly,
do,
and
that's
then
it.
Know
enjoy
your
each
role
And be
other.
happy.
And you have to be someone that pay bills on time. And if you're not, have that discussion
No,
with
that's
me.
a
Just
problem.
give
Right,
me the
just
money.
give
That's a
me and let
problem.
me.
No, that's why you have
I
the
got a
joint
problem
account.
with that.
Though.
Because
But
if
that's
you
why you have
can't
the joint
pay,
account.
Some-
That's why you have the joint account.
If I
where
need to
you
take
put in
your
money.
phone and go to your app and set it up through my account, and you wait till you get the little text message to see if this account is
hot.
approved, let me know.
You're not going to go through that because you're going to have a joint account, and every time he gets paid, a percentage
direct
going to
deposit
go
go right in
in
there.
Right.
And
So
that's
that
But I
pays
would
all the
also want
bills.
my own account.
Yeah, of
Oh, yeah.
course, yeah.
oh yeah.
Because I can't with the
He would
I
have
forgot.
his own account too.
Right,
Yeah,
'cause,
so-
I forgot. You forgot to eat? No, you didn't forget to eat, right?
Listen, I like the old school situation. I had boyfriends that paid
I
tuitions and
do.
stuff like that. You have to do something. You have to, take care of your woman. She gonna take care of you. That's it. Shouldn't be like or just stay single.
Yeah,
Right.
there's nothing wrong with being single.
There's nothing wrong with being single.
I don't know
Nothing
why
at all.
people.
I love my company. I'm happy.
Hey, listen.
Yeah. But you
whatever
can get too
works.
comfortable.
Right, and then when the man come and he ready to,
I be like, "Oh."
you be like, you sleeping where?
Right.
Well, I did. Wait, hold
You
on.
better get on that couch.
But listen, I did have a
get
conversation with
in
a
those
person
moments.
saying that if you're single, right, and you wake up whenever you want, you don't have to cook if you don't feel like cooking, you clean when you want to clean. If I'm going to leave all that happiness to be with you,
And pay half. How about that one?
and you want me to pay half, then I might as well just stay single. Because now I got to cook for you.
Right.
It's
Now
more
I gotta-
work.
That's more
Right.
work.
It's
I
more
was
work.
happy. You got
Right.
to make my life a little bit. Reason why I would want to leave all of this
Exactly.
to go
Being
over
single,
there.
right?
Exactly.
You're right.
Because I'm not going to leave all of this happiness that I got going on for aggravation. No. So if you put a roof on my head, now it makes
And you want me to
sense.
wear mini hats? Nah.
No, he wants you to wear some blonde wigs.
Long wigs. Gonna be
You
Beyonce
Stacey?
one night.
Right.
Before you go to
Maria
work,
in
you
the
want your
morning when I'm
lunch.
cleaning.
No, your body got to still look good
Right.
after having kids. You running
They
after
want
kids.
you to cook,
Pick and choose.
clean.
So, and you want me to still work. So in case you lose your job, I got to put... No, that's too much.
It's a lot.
That's too much, baby.
But these men, they think that, oh, it's
And they
nothing.
said because their
You
mother
should
did
be
it.
able
Oh no,
to-
your mother did it. Okay, that's nice.
Then go move back with your mom.
Right.
I can't.
what you could do.
I can't keep myself in shape. Take care of 2 kids, work a daytime job, clean this house, make sure the food is right, and then want to have sex with you.
I'm
And-
tired.
right.
That's too much. And all you had to do was get up, your food is made, and then you go home, go to work, and come back.
That don't
No.
sound like half work.
I work too.
You paying for everything.
Yeah, my life.
And
And
you
we're
know-
paying for my service to clean
Wait,
this
but you know what?
motherfucking house.
You want to know what's so funny? Here's the
not doing
kicker. Y'all want to know what's so funny?
gosh.
This is the real kicker. Guys, today, this day and age, they don't do their laundry or clean their house. You know what? They drop their laundry off,
Oh, yeah.
and they
Oh,
get
yes.
Maria to come clean their house,
Yep.
right? So
Maria come.
So then Maria gets fired when you become the girlfriend. So Maria, you paid Maria to do all this work.
Right.
Oh, why I gotta pay that? Oh, so you want to fire Maria and pay Maria, but then I come along
You want me to
and
do
you
it for
want
free.
this shit for free.
Hello, Maria. Yeah, he didn't mean that.
No.
That means that
Next
I
week,
gotta
same
work.
time.
No,
Yeah.
that means that you gotta come back. Maria gotta stay in the house.
Wait, this has to be a equal relationship. You have to do
Yes.
laundry too. You got to cook too.
No, but if you
Exactly.
don't want to do that, then Maria cannot be fired.
No.
That means I live there too, but Maria gotta stay too.
Absolutely. She's
She gotta
us. She's
stay.
won. We won.
We won. Now she works for both of us. Yeah, because you can't get rid of Maria because I'm here. No, Maria gotta
Especially
stay.
if we gonna have.
Right.
You got Maria the first of the month, I got her the end.
Right. Half means
that.
Maria stays.
Right.
No half means Maria gotta go and I gotta cook and clean.
Right.
And not work.
And not work. Now, if I choose to work, I still gotta pay for Maria. You still gotta get what you need to get,
Right.
regardless. Because if you're not requiring me to work, right? This is fair. This is what I think is fair. If you're not requiring me to work, but I still want to work, then it's not your job to be having to worry about food and cleaning the house. It's now become my job
Absolutely.
because you didn't require me to work.
Right.
You said I provide this. You as a woman, you make it at home, right? So if I still want to work and make my money, then that means that if I don't feel like cooking, then I order. If I don't feel like cleaning, that means Maria has to come and clean, right? That's only fair. That means that he's providing, and on top of that, he's getting his meal, he's getting his sex, and I'm not stressed because I ain't cleaning, I ain't cooking.
Right.
That means I can still have sex with you and still be comfortable and happy and joking because
Right.
I'm not doing all of that and still trying to meet your needs. I can't.
It's a lot.
It is a lot.
It's a lot. Just like I told
So-
you, I go to work at 6 in the morning. By the time I come back in the house, it's 8 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah, you dead.
You,
Your feet are dead.
what you
Right.
want? What?
A little head? No.
Nigga be like this on it.
Look,
That's when you get the pillow.
you fell asleep.
Remember that episode from what was that? No,
Like,
that wasn't
fix
Power.
your head on the pillow.
Yes.
Because I can't hold up.
Yo, I'm done.
I don't use the pillow. but
Dead.
It's a joke.
It is
I'm
a
just-
joke,
it's a
but it
joke.
was a
But I'm just
joke.
saying.
It's a joke.
And I gotta go half after I did all of that.
No,
Right.
I'm not going to have.
Look,
And I'm not getting paid for this.
No.
Then you want
Out
me
of
to
your
And the thing
mind.
is that I don't want to, I do like to work. I like my own money.
You like your own independence.
Yeah, I
your
do.
Independence.
And
Nothing wrong
so,
with
but
that.
I know that if I have a man, I still feel traditionally that he should have a cooked meal, he should have a
Right.
clean home,
Right.
and he should be relaxed. And I feel that way about myself too. I should have
Right.
home cooked meals and relaxed environment. And so when I don't want to cook, I won't. If I don't want to clean, I won't. But I'll be fitting those bills.
But
One
if a
question
man
before
knows
we-
how to cook, why he can't cook? I mean,
Yeah, he could cook. He
do
could do.
both.
Yeah.
you
No,
know.
some men don't believe in cooking.
Well, they
Some men don't know
They
how.
really,
Some-
yeah.
these-
They
well, you
want
know
a
what?
woman to do it all.
You got well.
I know a lot of women
Some
that
of
got
the men
married and don't know how to
now,
cook or clean. So
They
I don't
they
wanna
like
hear
to
it.
But that's
You see more people
this
showing
is
off
too
they
much.
cooking skills now. I see more men showing off their cooking skills. I don't know if it's
trying. They
They're
trying.
trying. I don't know if it's their Instagram is a liar.
No.
But it's just like they taking
Because
the time.
that woman is doing more than it's the 60-40.
So you just be like, oh, he's cooked. You know, you see more men chef. They showing up. They
Yeah.
showing out. But quick question before we end this segment. You have a home. You have a husband. You have kids. You cook dinner. Who eats first?
Who eats first?
The husband.
whose plate's being made first.
If he's providing and paying for things, yeah, he gets to the plate
Yeah,
first.
it's a plate. The good question is who comes in what order? So it's God, me, my husband, my kids, and everybody else.
That's your order, right?
Yeah, God, myself, my husband. My husband comes before my kids. Some people don't feel
That's
that
what I was,
way.
that's the order it's supposed to come in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I agree.
so my husband is my priority because my husband is me. We together. Them kids gonna grow up and leave us and
That's true.
and don't care nothing
And
about
stress us
us.
the
That's
wait,
true.
wait. Cameron in the background, like, fuck them kids.
Right, I need to be happy.
He was like, I'm hungry.
because
Made
we're
the
gonna be
noodles and
spending
noodles.
most of the
You
time.
should ate with your
together.
daddy.
Let me tell you, you notice my niece and nephews and all. They get they don't pay their parents no mind. So you in the house with this man. Them
Right.
kids is out high school dances, partying.
Yeah.
They don't want to even hang out with you anymore.
No, when
So
they
now,
hit a certain age,
if
it's a
you
wrap.
done made your kids a priority, now you ain't the priority come junior high school. They got play dates. They like bye. So now you got to go back to your husband. Now what? You didn't make him a priority.
And you know what he said? You ain't make my motherfucking plate first, bitch.
You didn't give me the big chicken.
That other
You didn't
day,
give me the big
I remember June such and such in
Right.
1920.
Right.
Listen,
Because you
man.
know they don't
Remember that.
forget.
They don't forget
They
shit.
strategically.
They forget what they want to forget.
Right.
You didn't never make me a priority. No, your husband have to be. You know,
Yeah.
your
I
relationship
believe
has
in
to
that
be a
as
priority.
well.
And he
I've
has to
watched
make you a
my mom do
priority
it.
Yeah,
as
the
well,
relationship
you
has
know?
to be a priority.
I believe
your
that.
kids can't be a priority in that retrospect because y'all both y'all one of each other. So,
Yeah.
and they're gonna leave you. I'm telling
Yeah,
you,
they
my
will.
nephews, my niece don't pay me nothing, no mind. They don't want to hang out with you. They don't want to do
Yeah,
anything.
that one after a certain age. Yeah.
1 to 7 maybe, but after that, it's a wrap. They got
Listen.
the Instagram, the Snapchat, and I can't even get a conversation without them being on. Oh, let's do a dance on, huh? A dance.
Yeah, but growing up, that's how it was in my household. We could not eat until my father got his plate. and then we ate. My mother always made my father's plate
And
first.
see, I didn't grow up in that dynamic. I grew up in a single parent home, and father. This is different, not mother, but father. So that dynamic, you don't know what
Right.
comes before the chicken or
Right.
the egg.
Right.
So you learn after, growing up with my aunt, living with my aunt. Sometimes my father's, aunt. You pick up stuff from other women, and they're all married, so that's how you learn. But everybody don't have the dynamic of the two-parent home. So how are you learning, right? That's another thing. If you
Right.
grew up in a single mother home, are you now enlisting yourself with other people that can show you something different than with your mother? Because a lot of times we learn things from our mother, but it's behavior, and you see the pattern. So then you, instead of focusing on what's going wrong with you, or you thinking something wrong with you, start looking at your mom.
Yeah, you have
What
to.
what was the issue? Then you can connect the dots to yourself and say, okay, I'm going in that same
route?
route.
Yeah.
And as soon as you start to change to look at something different or see a different pattern, then you can start to see where you fit in and what behaviors you learn. Because we all learning something, right? And you learn something from your mother. I've learned from my father. Maybe I'm not as affectionate, or maybe I'm not as expressive, right? Because a man is
Learned
different. From 1 to
behavior.
7, you learned a lot. From
Yeah.
ages 1 to 7, they say. You pick up a lot of behaviors. Not all good. Sometimes they could be very toxic. So you, as a person, have to say to myself, okay, I know how I lived and what I learned in this home, but now I have to seek out something else. And if it may require you to read some books, some self-help books, that's what you need to do, because you don't know.
Yeah,
and I
that's
read
true.
self-help books because I already knew these mofos is toxic as fuck. Somebody's got to give, and you start
Yeah.
seeing certain things like, oh no, that's not proper.
No,
and
it's
I grew
not.
up in the 80s, 90s, where there was a crack epidemic. My father was on drugs. A lot of them were. So things
Right.
change. You start to see things, and you start to say, you know what, there's got to be a better way, and you seek other situations. That's all.
True.
Look at you. My
Can't hear.
stuffed muffin. Look at you.
Oh, it's called growth.
Look at you.
Growth says stuff muffin.
Clink, clink, clink. Oh,
Wait. Sorry.
Oh, we got, okay.
Stuffed muffin.
We went in a whole nother angle.
We about to
Right.
get some
Okay.
tissue, please.
Right.
No, but it was some deep shit. No,
But it's true.
It's the truth.
Yeah. When you
We
don't
only
know,
learn from experience.
yeah. But even if you don't know and you don't have the good example, you have to actually go do the work. You have to go
Right.
look for what you're looking for.
Right.
I looked for it in the book. I looked on before it was YouTube. You have to.
Karen,
Read.
here. Your mic.
Okay. Well, I don't. Where is it at?
You hear?
Oh,
No,
okay.
it's right here.
Okay.
So
Sorry.
we want the people to get the information. Y'all hear me?
No, we hear
Yes,
you,
that's
girl.
right.
We hear you.
Very informative
So that
information.
just get, I would tell young girls, just seek out what you're looking for. Look,
But
you-
it's slim. So think about it. We've come from an era where we were raised to be independent, right?
which
so
is fine.
Not necessarily, because we're leaning more of the masculinity side, where we're hard workers, we're ambitious, we're competing,
But
and
competing
it's all
could be in a
about
healthy way.
No, it's all about accomplishments, but it's hard when a man comes in and say,
Oh, you
they-
mean competing with a man? No.
yeah.
I thought you meant
But a
women.
lot of times people, when they're rely so much on that masculine side, that they don't know when to switch
Right.
when that man come. They're not aware. So it's
Because
just
they're
like
so used to
they so accustomed
doing everything.
Right.
of doing everything on their own.
I think I was forced to be so independent within my relationship. I know I was.
Yeah.
I really
But I
was.
tell you, look at your surroundings.
Yeah, you
Look
have
at
to.
where your mother at. Did she ever was married? How did
She's
she
still
handle,
married.
Right.
How did she handle relationships? What kind of relationships were they?
Right.
What type of men? Because that gives you the answer of what you learned.
Yeah.
And it's learned behavior.
It is
It's
very
learned behavior. Look, my mother raised 5 girls. I mean, I think she depended on her men. She depended on them to, it's 2 dads. So it's 5 of us. 2 of us have one dad. 3 of us share a dad. And my mother depended on both of them, both relationships. So she raised us to not depend on a man. It wasn't, look, I done lost my train of thought. But
But your mother also went to school. She became
I
the
mean,
person
yeah,
that
but
she
she
wanted
did
y'all
that
to.
and like when she was in her 50s, she went back to school.
Because she
Because
learned that she was telling y'all to do it. So now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think that's just really what it was in my household. It wasn't, be independent. She just really wanted us to not depend on a man. Yeah. Go out, get your education, get a decent job, take care of your children. If you can do it on your own, do it on your own. Don't depend on a father. If it doesn't work out, just do what you got to do for you and your kids. So,
And they had a different
because
demographic.
If you think
She's
about
older.
it, she trained you guys or tried to
be better.
install to be better than what she was,
Right.
based on her experience.
Exactly.
And then that has effect on us.
Right.
And then
So
we
that
pass
had
it
me
down to
feeling
our
like,
kids.
oh, I don't need him because I could do it on my own. I'm gonna go back to school.
I
I'm
used
gonna get
to be
my
like that.
education.
I was like
I'm
that.
a,
Yeah, that
get a
shit
job.
changed.
I used to like that phrase, I don't need you, I want you, right?
Right.
But
Right.
I ended up not liking that phrase because
Yeah.
I do need you and I do want you.
Right. No, it's true.
And I need you not for financially, I just need you because I need you. That's
Right.
it. Because I love you, I want you, and I need you. I need you to be here.
I think,
need
you got to be more
I think
honest.
And that's the key thing, because men don't feel needed and wanted by us because we're so independent.
Well, Chris Rock has said on his thing,
I think we're not being honest, really.
Yeah.
That we need and
We
want a
need and
man.
want. It was
like a
we want to be like, oh, I don't need you. But then when he leave, you're like, damn, I miss him. Or,
Right.
Why
it was
did
a
I stay for
catchphrase
him? You know
that
what I
caught
mean?
on fire.
Right.
It was a catchphrase that caught on fire.
What catchphrase?
The I don't
Siobhan,
need
you
you.
know I'm already
I
tipsy.
want you.
Okay.
And then everybody ran with that. But Chris Rock on his stand-up, he said, men are loved with the contingents of being a provider. We're
Right.
only loved for that. And I thought about that. I was like, that's kind of sad.
So true.
But if you really think about it, women, pets, and children are reared as loved ones. They don't have conditions for their love,
Yeah,
right?
it's not.
But men are loved with the notion of that they can provide, with the thought that they can provide. But if you think back to it, women were never really meant to work.
No, we weren't.
So
I'm doing one hell of a job, though, working, boy. I'm sure I'm
That's how the
tired.
whole Adam and Eve. But think
Sure
about
am
it.
tired.
Masculine men are not attracted or to women who don't need help. They want to feel needed.
or
Right.
don't have femininity.
Right. They want that.
Here
You know?
today, I dropped my throne. I want to feel, I need you.
They wanna
I
feel
want
needed.
you.
I can't drink no more.
I
I'm
drop
just, like,
everything. Today, I need you. I broke.
Today, tomorrow, yesterday,
And every day from today. What's today's date?
26, 25, 25.
Yeah, 25.
I dropped my throne. I need you. I need you, daddy.
Right.
Daddy.
Look, it would go from to
Cookie Monster.
Pac-Man. Gobble, 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 gobble.
Let me be your Mrs. Pac-Man.
Right. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
Mrs. Pac-Man. You.
But no, that's the thing. Like the masculine men, they're attracted to women who show that they need them, or you need help. There's nothing wrong with telling a man, I want you and I need you, or I
Right.
need your help.
Right.
They want to feel needed. And
But-
we have a hard time. Some women have a hard time doing that.
Expressing
And
that.
the guys
We
that were
get that
in the DM,
misconstrued
or-
too, because I used to say that and I lived by that, that needing a want. But it wasn't because I didn't need you. It was financially that you're coming into something that we're okay. So it's not like I need you to take care of me. I need you to pay all these bills. Without you, I'm nothing. I need you in that aspect.
all
But
right, that's true.
I'm okay. And I want you to know that I don't need you in that way.
But you don't have to say that. You just
Which
don't
I
say
just-
it.
I'm
Yeah,
That's the
yeah, I
problem.
get it.
Right.
You don't say it. You understand? You never tell a man, I want you, but I don't need you
But I don't-
financially, because they want to be there
There
financially. A
financially.
real masculine man
Yep.
Yeah.
wants to be
And that's
there.
what I was gonna
they
say.
want to feel needed.
Needed,
You
yep.
should
The
never
guys-
have
and
to
I-
say that.
You love to see the comments with the guys in the comments that said it because you like, oh, that's not somebody I would date.
Right.
That's somebody I wouldn't talk to. Because masculine men who are doing well for themselves, you would never hear them say that. They would care less of what you make. They don't
Because
even care.
that's men. They
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, men. Yes,
Men.
exactly. I
But
don't know what
this
you call
woman- this
I don't know what you
woman-
call the other ones that are men physically, but just not men.
Yeah, then
Yeah.
that's
What do you
another.
call-
That's a. I couldn't even.
We only
I
got.
couldn't even
we only
fit into
got
my
I don't
words just
understand.
now. I just slept. I said.
Right.
I left it alone.
But it's hard though for us women. It really is, because if you think about the categories of men and men who've gone through shit, the systematic guys getting locked up and
Mental
them
health.
trying to figure out how they fit in this world and get their shit together, and then you got the men that freeload over women,
Right.
You
On
know,
the
that
back
take
door
advantage.
boy. So they get
and
on
then you
their
got the
feet.
left-handed guys. We call them the left-handed
Oh,
guys.
I call them the
left-
backdoor knockers.
the left-handed guys.
What is that?
So it's
They
hard
take it- they knock
on the back. Oh,
because
God.
we don't have that many, like, they have the opportunity to select and dig in the pie, and we really don't, because we really don't know what we're getting.
Right.
But I gotta say one thing. A lot of women think they got their shit together, right?
Right.
There's a
They
lot
really
of
don't.
good men that say they can't find a good woman. So you have to investigate that. Like, what do you mean? Because I see a lot of good women out here. So I think it should be.
Right.
It's a lot easier.
Right.
And I'm hearing a lot of guys say, nah. And I realized that you could have a good woman as far as, like, she's a nice person, decent person, but on the other side, there's some other toxic shit going on with that. And a lot of girls think that they should just show up looking pretty,
And that's
Right.
it.
and you flying pretty, but
That's
you
all
can't
you-
even
all
hold
you-
a conversation.
No.
Exactly.
You don't know where you're going in life.
Or
You
too
don't even
shallow.
have a spirituality. And a lot of people don't even talk about that. What is your spirituality? What do you cling to? What are you
Right.
getting involved in? Like, what kind of growth are you having? So that's another thing.
No, that's true.
And can we grow from each other?
Right.
And do I have to teach you everything? Or can we
Right.
just equally teach?
Right.
Learn
Each other.
something?
Each other.
Can we stimulate each other
Right.
mental? That's important. But I do hear guys say that. Oh,
Yeah, that's something
you
to
meet pretty
investigate.
girls, but they ain't got it
Airheads.
all together.
Airheads.
Airheads, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you know
Think
why?
it's all
Their
about just looking
focus-
fly
Their focus,
and-
right. That's all they feel
I
that
hear
they
a
can
lot of
bring.
them- I hear a lot of my
To be
homeboys.
cute and
Right.
that's it.
I hear a lot of my homeboys say they get tired of talking about clothes and
Oh God.
who's wearing what and who's doing
What?
what, and y'all not talking about nothing deep as far as your
No
spirituality
kind of
or
intellectual
No.
conversation.
Nothing.
nothing.
That's serious. I didn't really know that it was an issue
Yeah.
until recently. I heard a
Yeah.
couple of guys say, "Oh,
Yeah.
it's hard out
And I was
here."
like, well, what's the issue? Because there's a lot of good women out here. I don't know. I think you could get a good woman before I could get a good man.
right.
And they
That's
were
what I
like,
was thinking.
they were like, no, it's equal.
Because when we say good women, no offense, we're referring to us.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So you thinking, well, my friends are good women, so what's the problem?
Right.
They like, well, where your friends at? 'Cause they're not here. Because Big Buck Judy just walked by 32 times. I don't know. I don't.
Big booty
But too,
Judy.
I always tell my friends, like especially just the guys, I said, it's really sometimes you too, because you kind of toxic and you kind of like the pretty vixen, video vixen, or
Right.
the
But
stripper.
that's temporarily. They
but
they
that's
not
what
trying
they
to wife
like.
them
That's what they
really.
like.
It's easy.
Until they get tired.
Yeah, but
Right.
then when you're looking for something good, you still going after those type
Right.
of girls. Like for instance, there's one guy that I know of. He's not my friend. He's a friend of another friend. But he clearly stated like he had a 9 to 5, right? But he thinks, and he's not good looking. He's not good looking. I'm gonna just say that. I don't really say people are not good, but he's just regular, you know. But he doesn't make 6 figures or nothing like that. But he wants a Instagram model type girlfriend. Every girl that he likes is she's on Instagram and she got a nice body.
But
and
he's
she
not
got,
gonna wife her. Those are the ones that they
no,
want to
he
have a good
wants
time.
to get them. He wants to be with them, but they don't want to be with you because you don't.
You
even
would get
have-
much to offer
right.
them.
So that's what I said. Some guys don't even go on after. Go on your level.
Right.
Stay in your
Guys do
lane.
it too, right.
And one guy told me, well, why he can't get that kind of woman? So why we can't get 6-figure? Everybody got their lane. Everybody needs to stay in their lane. Oh, well, Trump got, okay, well, you know what? He got the money. He ain't looking good. He got the sweep over. But listen, he can afford to have
said
a
this.
different level.
Right.
It's levels to this.
And women need to stick on their level. If you're out of shape, you're not looking good,
Right.
there's nothing you need to be on your level. You can't be talking about I want to usher.
Usher ain't
No.
looking at you, baby.
He's not looking at you. If you are 4, maybe reach for 5, 4, 3. I don't know. But you can't be no 4 talking about I want a 12. No, mama. And
Right.
and that goes for men and women.
And woman. Is someone coming in?
Unless
That's
you,
Sasha.
and no
Watch
rich
it. Wait. It's a door. It's a door.
and no rich
Squeeze.
man is really ever a 4. Just like
Walk
people
around the
talk
camera.
about Russell Wilson. That was a big topic.
nothing wrong with him.
He
got
Sierra,
He's
Square.
corny. He's a
square.
square.
Let me tell you something. That's what square look like. Sign me up, Scotty.
Right.
I'm online.
On a
I'm
dotted
waiting
line.
on it.
I'll have a side of square, please. Hold the
The bullshit.
yeah. Hold the swag.
Hold the swag.
I'll take a square medium wear. Hold the swag. Yes, I like mine like that.
See?
Very seasoned. That's a good looking
A
man.
husband that's
with money.
into his woman, who's not afraid to say it. He's a square.
Right.
And the guy who
He's
said
not
it
square.
looks crazy. The guy who said it looks
Right.
Yeah.
crazy.
That's just ignorant.
If you both walked in, I will, money or no money, I will not be looking at you. You will not be my square. You will be someone else's square or
Because
somebody else's swag, but you would not be mine.
He'll
I
be
will
somebody else's headache
Yeah.
because he looked like a headache.
He
Right.
looks like. But did you, be nice.
Be nice. They're there, my child.
Listen, I always say this to all my friends, right, Siobhan? I always say looks can get you in the door, but it shouldn't keep you. Having yourself together,
Right.
looking good as a man, whatever, that should get you an interview, but it should not get you the job.
Right.
So if I like you, I think you're very sexy, handsome, you have money, that's cool. I'm going to go on a date with you. But if you're not a good person,
You
then
ugly. It's like being
that's it.
pretty and
I
having
don't
ugly
care
heart.
that you can provide anything. I don't
Right.
care because I'm taking care of myself. You're not going to disturb my happiness just because you got your shit together and you look good on paper. No, it should get you an interview, but it can't get you the job.
Right.
And it applies to women too. The thing is, men, they don't think that. They look at the body. She got a fat ass. Sometimes her face can be a 2. Her ass
Right.
could be on 10. Now you in here, but now you got a headache. Because she look good to everybody else. You want to please your homeboy.
Right.
Oh, my girl's bad.
Right.
I walked through a room. She
What's
looks
bad?
bad. She looks good. She looks
Right.
good. And
Yes.
so now you're getting your props. But
Aesthetically,
you
yeah.
got a headache at home.
Right.
You're
But
miserable.
you're not really happy. Right.
She took all your money. She going out with the next dude, not picking up your calls, spending out at night. I
She
have.
don't have any eyebrows. when
She,
go home.
she don't definitely don't have no eyebrows. She don't have no eyebrows.
Just
Her
making
eyebrows
shit
is
up.
up here. Choo. Yeah.
But yeah.
No.
Crazy.
I would.
She going to
Looks
Brazil.
is not everything for me.
No.
I'll
No, it's
do a
not.
But
personality
looks
for
can
me.
get you in the door, but it can't keep you.
You right about
You
that.
should be happy with what you get. I'm not saying you should go out and, oh, I'm going to date an ugly guy. Because a lot of girls go, I'm going to date an ugly guy. He going to treat you good. No, he going to cheat on you and do just
If that's what
whatever.
he
Exactly.
wants to do,
So you might
that
as well
is
just be happy what you
What
get
you got.
with a nice, good-looking guy and go for what you want. But like I said, keep in mind, it can get you in the door, but it shouldn't keep you.
Right.
You should throw it back to the sea if you see that he ain't doing right. That's my
Under the sea.
Right.
Little Mermaid.
And just like I say the same thing, if the poom poom is good, this should be a,
What?
But then you might have to give that thing back. You have to say,
Throw it back.
pump the pumps. If you don't want your kids to have that type of mother,
You pick and choose.
let's be keep
Right.
it real, right?
Yeah.
You want a good
They don't
mother
even
for
think
your
that
kids.
far.
And that's the problem.
They don't think that far.
it's
So we
too-
went over the 30 minutes, right? So we
Yeah,
just went
only
all
got
the way.
5 minutes.
Bring up that topic that that the girl wanted to discuss.
Oh,
We got 5 minutes and then we can
yeah,
close it up.
we were supposed
Okay.
to do a segment because we have wrist mail, and this girl DM'd and said, "Oh God, if I could pull it up." All right, I'm gonna make it quick because we ain't got that much time. It was basically pertaining to your friend. You know how you introduce your mate to your friend and y'all become friends. I guess she was with her boyfriend for a very long time, and she wanted to know, should the friendship stop once the woman breaks up with her boyfriend?
She introduced me and Fatima are friends. She's friends with my boyfriend now.
Right,
So
y'all
she
all
stopped.
friends. Y'all double date, all that.
Right.
Y'all friends now.
That's-
And then she breaks up, you break up with your man, but Fatima is still cool with your man.
That's her.
Oh.
That's gonna.
Yeah,
for me,
just don't tell my business, but
Y'all all right with that? I got a problem with that. So let me ask, right, so
It's not that I have
well,
a problem with it, but I feel like this. If I'm not with you, I just don't care what
Right.
you're doing.
You're my
so it's
friend.
so right that
I mean, but
Fi
listen,
is still-
it's just like friends.
You're not my husband. I don't care about what you got going on.
really?
I don't. No, I don't.
You don't have a problem with that either?
No, because I'm off with the next one and I'm in love and
Yeah,
I'm
you
somewhere
can't
else.
really tell
So how does
somebody
that work
who-
when you have like celebrations? Let's say Fi have something and she invites you and you bring, and she invite your
Oh,
ex.
he's gonna see my new man.
I mean,
I
I
do.
would let you know, like, listen, I invited. Well, I wouldn't even invite.
That right. That's
I
what
wouldn't
I'm
even
saying,
do that. I
'cause
wouldn't make you feel uncomfortable. I wouldn't
me
do that.
personally, that's like, all right, I'll use you. Or I can use
But
you.
let me just
I
say
would
this to
not-
you,
But can I
friends,
just-
how? Cordial
Yeah, 'cause-
friends, or you still hanging out with the person? You,
Hanging out.
No,
y'all
no.
double dated. Okay, let's just say
Okay, y'all double
he
dated, but
invited
people-
you to a party and you go. You okay with your friend going to your ex-man's function?
Yeah, because what happens if
But-
you? Okay, let's
but
play
it's the
devil's
reverse,
advocate.
right.
Let's
If
play
friends-
devil's advocate. Devil's
Go ahead.
advocate. She got a man. I got a man. We double date. We all friends. I'm out the picture, so all three of them should not be friends.
Let's just say her man don't come. Let's say Fatima goes to the function.
How
But
about
then
this?
you can't control all.
How about
all
this?
things
We're going to
intricate.
use me as an example,
Oh, okay.
right?
Yeah.
I
I'm
gotta get
cool
to.
with. Oh, sorry. Oh, edit that out.
Hold up. Okay,
But I'm cordial.
okay, cool.
Right.
You're cool with him, right?
Yeah, I'm cool with him.
That's fine. Who
But I
cares?
probably wouldn't show up to a birthday. But I'm still cool.
Girl,
with
say it
him.
one more time so the people in the back can hear. You want to show up to what?
I wouldn't show up to a birthday.
Would you
unless-
show
So that
to-
was the woman's question. She wanted to know.
The
like,
girl
once she
showed up
breaks
to the-
It's not that serious for me, but
Not a
it's not
birthday.
it's not that I don't like her ex, cause I'm cool. Hey, we on Instagram.
Right,
I
that's
see
what I
you.
mean. What
if
type
I'm having
of-
someone now, if he DMs and said, "Yo, I'm having this," da 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 da,
I wouldn't go.
it doesn't move me to I
To
wanna
go,
go, right?
because
But if-
yeah,
if-
That's what the girl
But-
was
Got it.
saying.
Yeah. I wouldn't-
But if somebody should have to go because of now let's just play devil advocate. Maybe I know somebody that he knows that I like. Then it may benefit me to go to that party. So I'm
That's
I'm not throwing it out. I'm not
Right.
disclaiming it.
Right.
I'm just saying that I may not be moved. May not be beneficial for me because I know you.
So if someone goes, it has to be some type
But if it's a party I really want to
transaction
go,
beneficial.
yeah,
How about this?
for
How about
me.
this? Let me just use this.
So that
He
that's
I mean, I
invites
care nothing about her ex.
He
man,
invites
but
you
I'm
to the
just-
wedding. You going?
To his wedding?
No.
No. I don't.
see,
it don't benefit.
the
I
way
don't
you
care
put
about
it, when you put in yourself, see, I'm a loyal
Yeah.
person.
Thank you.
Period.
Yeah.
And
So that
if
was
my
the girl's
friend,
question.
I'm not going to do
She
it.
had an
I'm not
issue.
going to do
But
it
there
at
are
all.
some friends that if
her
you're
best
married,
friend
that
will-
happens.
So
Close
you're going to
friend.
use my situation as example
Why we were not using
because she already
personal?
said the name. Because
Right.
now when it comes me, it's
Because
personal
it's
now.
personal,
And that's what the girl
exactly.
was
That's
saying.
what I-
The girl was saying it was a personal friendship.
Yeah,
and
it was her
her
close
friend
friend.
went to the new boyfriend's
No,
child's party.
no, it was
Ex-boyfriend.
It was
The
it was a
ex-boyfriend.
birthday party.
And she went.
She went.
I wouldn't have went.
No, I'm not invested like that.
Yeah, it was
And
a birthday
especially
party.
I'm invested in
if
the
you-
friendship and your love when you're in it,
right as a
but
unit.
I'm not
Right.
invested.
Especially if I met him through my friend. If I
I'm
knew
pretty-
him already years,
Well, you
then
had a
that's just-
situation like that with. We can't say names, but he had a girlfriend,
Uh-huh.
but you were still his friend.
Oh, right.
And
Exactly.
Right.
And we still friends.
And still friends.
But
He's
they was
like-
friends before the girlfriend.
Right.
Right. We've been friends
That's
over
something
20
totally
years.
different.
So
Yeah,
that's a little different.
Yeah,
right.
that's what I'm saying.
Totally
It's,
different.
Yes.
It's totally
I'm just not that invested.
Okay.
But I'm not going to say somebody else if it's not beneficial for them to go. Because I ended up at somebody's wedding. I didn't know it was their wedding. I was with another person who was on a date. But a friend of mine dated the person that got married. And I
Oh.
didn't know.
Well, that's something different. But if
I
you
mean, I
dated-
know.
if I meet
I didn't
any
know,
guy,
you know what I mean?
Right, right.
But I
With-
was going
through
to
my
wedding, I was like,
friends.
whose wedding is this?
Right,
they
and
was
that's-
like,
that's-
oh,
that's
what you gotta know? You
innocent.
just
I mean,
go,
yeah.
But me
That's
personally,
innocent.
I'm not going to anything. I don't care how I'm.
But if
You already know.
But-
I'm not going.
But let's play devil's
I
advocate
can't do
though.
that.
All
What
right,
if
we
the
got
guy
a
you're
couple of-
dating,
we got
right?
1 minute.
You know the guy that's getting married. This is what I'm saying. You know the guy is Siobhan's ex is getting married. But the guy I'm dating said, that's my friend. I'm going to the wedding. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna have the discussion with Siobhan.
Okay.
You
that's
could.
fair.
Yes,
That's a
that's
discussion that I will have with
fair.
her because I'm
That
dating
is what
him.
I respect.
Yeah, but
But
he
if
still
it's-
gonna want you to go.
It's still a discussion
Yeah.
with her.
Yeah, you can still
Yep.
say, yo,
And I already-
I've got
It's a
invited.
But
discussion.
this
Yeah.
girl, she said her friend didn't have that discussion. She just went.
Yeah, she's
And
too
I feel like
invested.
that's
Yeah, I'm not
She
invested.
just went to the birthday party. It was his birthday party, and she went.
so that looks kind of
That's
shady.
a bit much. I
Yeah,
thought
that's
that was.
a
I
bit-
was like, oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I'm
can bring
not-
this one
I'm
up.
not
It's
that-
more, but I thought that was.
I'm not that
Yeah.
invested in a person.
Because
like
I'm
that.
not. Yeah, like once I cut you off, nigga. She cut off to everybody else.
Right.
It's you don't have full control, but you do it to the best of your ability.
Right.
Like no,
You
I
still
wouldn't
go,
go,
I'm always-
but I still called
Well,
you. Hey,
for
what's
me,
up?
yeah, I don't get too
But
involved
no.
with my friends'
Yeah, I'm not
relationships
that
anyway.
invested,
So I'm
so.
cool. I'll say, hey, how you doing? And I keep it moving. I never give too much
But
conversation.
honestly, he knows better not to
Never
DM
give-
me about inviting me anywhere. I'm sorry.
Right, he should know better. That's weird to me.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I mean, even if you thought I was cool, yeah, I'm cool, but I ain't that cool. I'm not
right.
that invested.
The loyalty lies with my friend.
But the crazy thing is, I don't wholeheartedly feel like it's wrong if it's innocent, because we put things on things. But for me, I'm just not.
But
that
there's
invested.
communication.
Yeah.
I would have a communication.
We gotta have a part 2 because we don't have enough time.
Yeah,
But we
okay.
have a part
Yeah.
2 to this.
Yeah,
Thank you
that,
for joining
that should have
us,
been in the
lady.
beginning
I
because
know.
Yeah, I know. I'm
had
sorry,
a
but I
lot to
didn't know this
say
went
behind.
through.
You
I
said
forgot about
Yeah.
it.
But we're gonna have a part 2 to this.
Yeah,
part
we
2 is a
are.
lot of stuff that came
Oh,
through the wrist mail.
Can we do the Zoom because I'm not here?
Sure
So
can.
Yeah, of
You
course.
can log in.
We
can
sure
do the
can.
Zoom,
We can.
right?
We
We
sure
can do
can.
Zoom. All right. Well, thank you for joining us with Wrist
Thank
Talk with Siobhan and
you.
Siobhan, Karen and
For
Five.
having us.
Thank you
Y'all
for-
got me tipsy now. Y'all know.
I know.
Girl, we had to,
I had to
we had
put
to
that-
talk you, finesse you on the money couch. She
That's
was like,
on as a
Had
finesse.
to stutter in a little bit.
That's why I don't do the wine. I do like the little
Oh my
Riesling. The real
God.
Riesling. The Riesling don't get you.
well, thanks for
Like
joining
soda.
us.
Right.
And we'll be back. Peace. All right.
My house.